Hey guys, I'm here to talk about the 5 things I love about my GHK M4 V2. So for the first thing, the trigger. The trigger is just so smooth. There's the reset. Super smooth. This trigger is super smooth. It's one of the things I love. Second thing is the bolt lock and the charging handle. So when you pull it back, it feels like one solid piece. You pull it back, let go. It's a nice sound to it. It feels like it's got some oomph to it. So for the bolt lock it back, you gotta press this pretty hard. If you just tap it, it's not gonna go. You gotta really give it a hard press. Just check out that bolt sound, it's so nice. So I think giving it a hard press is a lot more suited for people who are into training, because when you're using it with some other airsoft guns, you just like tap it very lightly and then it goes. It doesn't give you that training feel. It feels like it's more like a toy. But for this rifle, it's really solid, and you know, like, you can't accidentally press it. You gotta deliberately press that button. When I first got this gun and pulled back the charging handle, it felt like I've never shot a real AR, but it felt like it was something that was trying to replicate it. Because for the other guns, when you pull it back, it's just, I don't know, it's just something about like it feeling so solid when you pull it back, one piece. Like, it doesn't get stuck. It doesn't get stuck in the middle. It's just, there's no sticking points. If you take a look at this barrel, I think this is probably the nicest barrel I've ever seen on an airsoft gun. It feels so solid. It feels so solid. Those trademarks, really nice. And there's like some grooves. I don't know if you can see those grooves. And it just feels super solid. Like, if you drop this thing, it's not gonna break. And the overall build quality is really nice. There's not a lot of wobble when it comes to There's not a lot of wobble when it comes to the upper and lower receiver. That's just a sling. And overall, it's just, it honestly just feels like a solid rifle. Another thing I like about it is it's compatible with real steel accessories. So here I got a Magpul MOE K grip. And this grip, I don't really like this grip because even though my hands aren't that big, I wear a medium, it feels small. I have an MOE on one of my other guns, and I like the MOE better than the MOE K, but I'm waiting to try the MOE K2 for my Mark 18. I'll get back to you guys on how that feels. But yeah, it accepts real steel grips. It just requires a hex. You put a hex in here, it needs to be pretty deep, and then this comes off easily. Another thing that I really like about the GHK is it's so easy to adjust the hop up. So in order to adjust it, you just remove the rail by pulling on this delta ring. Pull the delta ring back, bottom of the rail comes off, and then your hop-up adjustment is right here. So let's say you wanted to adjust, you could just be shooting, see where you're shooting. Oh, you need to make an adjustment, you can just leave the bottom cover off and then adjust from here. To summarize, the first thing I love about the GHK M4 is the trigger. Since it's ultra smooth, it's realistic, and it has a good wall and reset. Number 2, the bolt and charging handle. For the bolt, it's rock solid, feels like it's one solid piece, and it feels like it's got some power to it. For the bolt release, it gives you a more realistic training feel since it's harder to press, meaning you won't accidentally press it by brushing your hand over it. Number 3, the overall build quality is outstanding. From the amazing barrel and its trademarks, the parts used inside the trigger group, the bolt, and the body of the gun. It just feels like one solid rifle. Number 4, the real steel compatibility. You don't need to Dremel anything out of the box, and it can take Magpul accessories, which is a huge plus for me. Number 5, the hop-up adjustment. The hop-up is so easy to adjust with just a turn of a dial and doesn't require any tools, and you can easily zero in your gun just by leaving the bottom part of the rail off. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments what you love about your GHK M4 or if you're planning to buy one in the future. Like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like these.